of hours now, so I've settled down. But yeah, Derby Day, North London Derby, Merseyside Derby. Welcome back to TF3 first. Look, man's even forgetting the intro. I'm your host, KK, Shemi Banks, anything you want to call me, it's calm. I'm with, so you don't get introductions, this is it.
This is my introduction.
Go on.
I have to introduce my own introduction, I have to introduce myself, just remember that.
The author, the poet, the blogger, the lighty. Banks. Boom. Alright, cool. Should we start at Merseyside or should we start at North London?
Let's start at North London, there's too much to unpack in that one, man. Alright,
cool. So, the lineup comes out now. Emery sees you're not starting Torreira. Ozil not getting a nod didn't really surprise me, but it had the fan base a bit split.
But you knew Ozil wasn't starting for that match.
Yeah, but some people are saying because of the Bournemouth match. You get it? But cool. So that had to cut you off. That had the fan base split in the lineup. Mustafi right back. I'm thinking, is he playing a 3 and then he's going to play? But he played a 4 at the back. Mustafi right back.
What I'll say about that is Emery got his tactics so right. But as soon as I saw Mustafi was right back, I said that's never going to pay off.
Can you say, okay?
I said it's never going to pay off because Mustafi's a liability at centre back. He's a liability at centre back, and you put him out of position.
He's even more of a liability out of position.
Going forward, he was awful. We couldn't beat the first man with a cross, and you knew he's got a mistake in him. Whether he's going to get done by his winger or, as we saw with the penalty, a stupid push for no reason. So you can't litigate for that.
So you're telling me Emery got it right, bar Mustafi?
But as soon as I saw Mustafi right back, I knew that could not pay off. Like there's some centre backs you can push the right back and you know they'll do a job, they'll be solid. Mustafi's not even solid at centre back, so to put him at right back.
I agree with you. I believe I'm not going to put it down to just Mustafi playing right back, but I'm going to put it down to the only thing I'd say Emery did a bit wrong was I think he took LACA off a bit early.
I'd agree with that.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I believe. He shouldn't have taken LACA off. I think he should have taken Iwobi off.
Iwobi was good. No.
Iwobi was good, but I mean, like as soon as Aubameyang came up, he stretched Tottenham's back line, but it just was a bit like it wasn't. But I believe, but it's few and far between. It's like picking. I'm clutching straws by saying he did something wrong. You get, but for me, Emery got it right, and fair play to him. I'm always critical of him, but he got it right. Because the Guendouzi at halftime thing, I think, was fitting. It was calm because Guendouzi, it wasn't bad, but he was.
You could see that the midfield could.
It could get turned over.
Using Torreira off the bench, give that midfield a little bit of pep.
But as for Tottenham, with Wanyama and Sissoko, rattled. With the Black Boys playing CM. No, with these two playing CM. They're just thinking, it's a bit limited, isn't it? But they should have made Tottenham, for them to win in that centre-mid battle, they had to make it more physical.
Yeah, definitely.
And it seemed like Arsenal, which confused me, they were the ones that were trying to make it more physical. Like, it seemed like Xhaka didn't want to kick no ball.
Yeah.
He didn't want to kick no ball.
Yeah, I thought at the beginning of the game that midfield of Wanyama, Sissoko, would actually get in and about Euros midfield. Like, they'd make a proper derby day, but they looked overrun in the first half. They really did. And Guendouzi, he wasn't bad, but your midfield of Guendouzi, Xhaka, and basically
our midfield of what in the whole?
Yeah.
First it was Guendouzi and Xhaka, then it turned to Xhaka and Torreira with these two playing on the flanks. Another rookie mistake. The funny thing is though, I put it on silent.
Yeah, everyone claims they put it on silent. Yeah. But as I said, Tottenham was shocking that match, man. I feel like you don't think they were shocking?
No, I agree, but I'm tired of hearing glorious failures from Arsenal. We've got the Tottenham where we don't. How many times do Arsenal play well and we don't get the W? Do you get?
Yeah, that's been you.
Tottenham, Liverpool. People said we could have won Liverpool. Remember, but they were unfair when Mane's offside goal. Remember the second phase of play, all that rubbish came out. That one, United. 2-2. I'm just saying they're low in the big games. Yeah, fair enough. This season we're not getting panned by the big teams. Yeah, but in the big games where we played better than everyone expected and we should have won, we're getting draws, and that's not good enough for me. But our standards of Arsenal fans have dropped so low. Yeah. That we're just accepting, we're like, oh yeah, it's a lot better.
I feel like a lot of Arsenal fans saw this as 2 points dropped.
No, but I'm saying overall, the span of matches I've just spoken about, a lot of fans are not going to look back at them and think, oh yeah, we dropped 2 points. In the moment, you'll feel like it, but you have to think as a whole, like, nah.
I feel like a lot.
Arsenal fans have forgotten the United match when we drew 2-2. We should have won that match. The Liverpool one, people celebrated. The Liverpool one, people celebrated the 1-1 at home with Liverpool. It's not, nah. Fair enough where the club's at the moment, but in the terms of that match, we should have won. And these are matches we dropped so many points. But let's quickly go on to LACA. This is the thing about my strikers, yeah. And everyone says I get onto LACA too much, and I give them a hard time. But this is why they're not elite and they'll never be clutch. And I said what I said. They're not elite and they'll never be clutch. It's because you're allowed to miss as a striker.
100%.
If you're clutch or elite, you don't miss in certain circumstances. People that miss in certain... This is why some people say... This is why sometimes when you say Benzema is clutch...
Benzema's been clutch.
That's the only point I give you. Higuain's not clutch.
Yeah.
LACA's not clutch. Aubameyang's not clutch. You don't bottle some of these chances. You see when people say you can make a mistake. Perfect example. Mendy's plays centre mid. Last week he made a mistake against Bournemouth. It's not that he's allowed to make a mistake there, but he can make a mistake there. Do you get? Because we turned around and won 5. You don't. Last kick of the match against your rivals, you don't. LACA had 2 clean. First one, people will say the first chance the ball comes over the top like 3 minutes in, and he swipes at it. People say, oh, it's just the start of the match. Stop with that bullshit. These are supposed to be elite strikers, yeah. People say they're class. You hit the target at least. He swiped at it like a. You swiped at it. Yeah, I can't lie. You gotta hit the target there. The cut back, that's horrid. The cut back, he hit it like he wasn't right-footed. The cut back was horrid. And Aubameyang, the penalty, in the manner in which he took the penalty, and Tim's asking me like, okay, but if Aubameyang didn't take it, who would take off?
It's not even about. He's got to take it. He's got to take it. He's got to score it. That's it. You've got to take it. You've got to score it.
You just net. I can't lie. That Mahrez as well. When Mahrez missed the penalty against Liverpool.
You got to be clutching. Mahrez been clutch.
That's what I'm saying. Mahrez been clutch, but I'm saying you just don't.
It's exacerbated right now because that's the last minute. You didn't get the win. It hurts even more, but you've got to be clutch in those situations. Like. You can't. That's your £60 million strike. Is it 60 million?
And this is why. Anyway, no. That's your 60 million. Not talking about. I think you added a couple more months. It's not.
That's 60. Yeah,
it wasn't that much.
Not paid 60 million.
This is a perfect match. Yeah, an example for why we need VAR. Just quickly because I believe. Just you dive in because I don't want to. It's very agenda driven for me to bring up all the instances that just went against us because we got Kane.
Let's not act as if I feel like the referee was horrid for the whole match, but decisions went against both.
Both of you, yeah, but it was horrid as a whole.
Yeah, it was a horrid as a whole.
Because Kane's goal shouldn't have stood. Aubameyang's penalty very soft.
If
the council does, it goes to 1-0, but obviously that's not how football works.
That's not how football works, but
Rose kicked Thingy in the chest, Leno in the chest.
That's a 50-50.
Cool. Torreira got sent off for more or less the same thing. Because in fact, Torreira got the ball before he finished. He got the ball. So
this is where I feel like
Vertonghen swiped out.
I feel like Torreira's one is an acceptable red card, and Danny Rose's one was a yellow. They're both for Danny Rose's one. The keeper's on the floor. They're both challenging. It's a 50-50.
Torreira didn't leave the ground, you know.
But his foot was very high. You saw where it hit. Where
did he hit Leno in the chest?
But he's on the floor. Okay. It's a 50-50.
Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Vertonghen swiping out because Vertonghen kicked out at, I can't remember, was it Vertonghen? No, Sanchez and Vertonghen in the box during the penalty. There's just bare incidences, but they don't. No one sticks it on referees. Anthony Taylor, they'll say. For the offside goal, they said Anthony Taylor got the decision right, even though
they tried to force.
What was that?
They tried to force bare rules to try and make
that. What was that?
They tried to.
Anyway, let's jump onto Merseyside because I'm tired of that. 1-1 that ended in North London derby. Let's just quickly go on to Merseyside stuff. 0-0.
Everton, you knew that they were gonna come out like that because that's the way they always play the derbies. So I feel like this is the worst derby. The worst big name derby in England. I honestly hate watching this match because you know how Everton are going to come out. They're going to put dogged 10 men behind the ball. You're not going to get all of these. You're not going to get quality from Everton in these matches. So you just have to hope. When when you watch Everton versus Liverpool, you have to hope that Liverpool don't produce enough.
It's been dogged for years.
You have to hope that they don't.
Scummy, like.
That's it. It's what is the worst derby, big name derby in England. But Liverpool, it's looking as if they're not, like, the pressure's getting to them.
All that has been restored. Man, City are top now. Let me get happy because all the Liverpool.
But
Liverpool country is gonna come for me. But order's been restored.
Liverpool.
And Salah.
Yeah, Salah was shocking once again. It feels like we're repeating ourselves. It feels like, honestly, from last season, everybody got swept away with the goals. But you look at, all you have to do is watch his performance. Just watch his performances. And you see that the way he plays, like, you can't compare him to Hazard, all of these man that can actually kick ball. Like, if you ask Salah to dribble at you, he's going to get confused. Like, you have
he did something good in the box with quick feet, but then he finessed it.
But
that's few and far between.
That's you need more quality from your star, man. He's not up there with the best players in the world, but Liverpool need him to be that if they're going to win this Premier League, which is the sad thing.
Let me be honest. It's a thing where this is the analogy that Hassan used when we were talking about Liverpool last season and this season. When the gap between the defence and the attack, like before, the last year the defence was here, the attack was here. But this year the defence has come all the way up. Can you see there's no defensive problems with Liverpool? Rarely ever shaky. But the attack's more so dropped because they peaked. Yeah. But the stage to which they've dropped is not that bad. But when everything's solid at the back, all the attention now comes forward. And it's not like Salah's not. Everyone's saying he's not scoring in big games and that, but it's not fair because, and people are saying he's not clutch because he missed this chance against Everton and some other situations. But really and truly, Salah missed a bag load last season.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was saying David Moyes was in the studio. He was saying Salah last season he took that far left round pick.
The worst thing is he probably does.
No. But the thing is, the difference between this season and last season, you can't question why Salah kicked that ball. What you can question is what is evident is that the fact Salah would have missed that chance last season, and last season he'll have another chance.
That's what I mean. He would have got. He 100% would have got another chance.
He misses, and it's just like shit.
No, that's the big chance.
He thinks probably when's the next one coming. But why is it that this with the same more or less midfield or even better midfield, bar Chamber to be fair, the same midfield, less is being created. This is the thing that confuses me because people, now that they're 1 point behind, everyone's saying their midfield's not strong enough. The same thing happens in Man United where they say the defence is bad now. It's the same defenders that you weren't doing that bad that season, but what's changed?
I feel like with Liverpool, the onus has changed. Like the way they moved from last season, where it was a lot less stable. Like it
was gung ho.
It was a lot more gung ho, and then there'd be nothing at the back to protect them. Now Klopp has, if they're going for a title challenge, he's made them a lot more solid. But now he's overcompensating the solidness. Like now he's starting with midfields of Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Henderson. You're not gonna get creativity. Like you're not gonna get the foot on ball forward in menacing positions with that sort of midfield. Okay. He's overcompensated with.
So what was he doing last season then?
Last season he was playing who was it? Henderson. Then it'll be Chamberlain. Who was it? Milner. It'll be something.
Milner.
Yeah, it'll be something. It'll be a lot more. It'll be a progressive midfield last season.
That's not progressive.
But the way they played was.
That's not. That midfield is not progressive. It's the same more or less midfield.
With Chamberlain.
Chamberlain
was very good in the second half of the season.
Alright, cool,
but I feel you don't feel like they've gone a lot more solid this season.
Yeah, they have.
And they've had to sacrifice a lot of attacking impetus this season.
Centre mid. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just.
So what do you think the reason is?
I can't nail it down. I feel like we're giving too much onus on why Liverpool are doing bad, and we're not giving enough respect to the other teams. I believe people are setting up a lot differently against Liverpool this season. They're getting a lot more respect in that. They're told.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. But that's on the now. The onus is on the midfield to be even more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have to be more creative, and it's not like they've gotten worse. But it's just that everyone has to step their level and play differently against them now. There's a lot less space. There's a lot less space when Liverpool play now. They have a lot less space.
100%. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You need your midfield to be more creative. Because last season that long ball down the channels to Salah, he'd run onto it, get into. That ball was on.
Every match. That's what I'm saying. That ball's not on anymore. So people are setting up differently. That's what I'm saying.
So you need your midfield to do more. You need your midfield to be different.
So who are we looking at? Naby, Genie.
You need your big creative players to step up.
Who's that then? Shaqiri, Naby.
Exactly, but he's not even playing like. You need a goal in the Merseyside derby.
Anyway, Klopp's blaming the weather
any of them
for why they draw games, innit?
He blamed what?
He said like I think the Leicester one. He said it was snowing. Today was windy.
That's what I'm saying. The pressure's getting to him, man.
Do you think they're gonna let it slip?
I always thought that Man City should win the Premier League.
Okay, no problem. Just quickly, let's see how long we have left. Cool. So, West Ham, Newcastle, Declan Rice, Gunley.
The Gunley wasn't of the highest quality, but he tried.
More like a twitch, like it was itching his chin with his shoulder. But cool. Lukaku brace. But quick, Valerie, was it a smashing goal? Like was it a banging goal? Was it the hair just like was he cold?
Anytime it's near post, you feel a bit disappointed that you got beat, but it was a good strike. We're not going to take away from Valerie.
You think that's because you guys look alike, or you actually think it was a good strike?
See, there we go, the light skin thing again.
We have nothing to do with that.
We don't look alike.
Cool.
Shame.
Lukaku brace.
Good on him, man. He played crap first half, very, very, like he missed a good chance, and then none of the link-up play was working. It was very crap first half. Then second half, he came clutch. Okay. Oli, he made a big tactical change in the second half when we wasn't playing well in the first half. Switched it to 3 at the back. Got Dalot. Alexis Sanchez, this is the only guy that you see how my team is doing so well and I can still get angry.
He's injured.
Huh?
Is he injured?
He got injured in the last match.
Yeah.
Doing niche. Got injured doing niche.
Man.
Alexis Sanchez, please.
Maybe one of these dogs died or
whatever
something.
spirit is in you, please get exercise.
You need to pray out of him.
We need to pray. We actually need to be prayerful because there's no team that's going to take him while he's playing like this.
Can't get him off the wage book.
China won't even take him.
No, I mean, he can't sell shirts no more. Man City, back-to-back 1-0s. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah. They've done it. Bournemouth and West Ham. West Ham one was a bit shameless.
That 1-0 against Bournemouth never had a chance. It was only like, I think there was 18% possession. I was watching that match.
Marius Clutch, he's the one that scored.
Yeah,
we're not going to make. We're not going to give him that.
He got the goal. Any one of them should have scored. It should have been a lot more. Bournemouth, that was a very shameful performance. You lot are a lot better than that to turn up and play like that against City. 18% possession. He didn't have a shot. Like
at home.
It's embarrassing.
On the bright side, the Cherries could be happy because David Brooks has signed a long-term contract. Right, so Champions League.
I think it's Sky Sports report first.
So Champions League quickly. We've got Real on Tuesday. With Ajax a 2-1 up. Real's at home. We've got Dortmund away. No, Dortmund at home. Spurs away 3-0. Ty's done, don't you think? Spurs is done.
I don't think so.
You don't think Dortmund can come back?
I feel like if Dortmund get the first goal early enough, it'll be very, very...
Rattle Spurs. I would love it if we beat them.
Very sticky.
You lot's Ty, you out?
Yeah, we're just going there.
Mbappe's talking that smoke.
Look, we're just going there. Gonna see a couple Eiffel Tower. Just
sightsee, innit? I'm not talking about Roma or Porto, but yeah. Go on. Do you have anything else to say, sorry?
The Ajax match, I feel like that would be interesting.
Is that what you're streaming?
Huh?
Is that what you're streaming?
We'll put that on the screen.
Yeah, cool. Oh no, that's the one I'm going to pay for on BT Sport. Got to push for that sponsorship bag. Cool. That's game week 29 from us.
Thank you lot for watching. Everyone that tunes in. Continue to subscribe, like all of that.